Hello students, today we will study about the image formation by concave mirrors. Now you are going to draw the ray diagrams, how that images are getting. For that you need minimum 2 reflected rays. So you have to know which rays you have to consider for getting that image. For that here you have to learn some rules. Here you can see the first rule. A ray which is parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror after reflection will pass through the principal focus. Here you can see a ray diagram. Here you can see the ray which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, the reflected ray will pass through the principal focus. Here you can see, you know the laws of reflection. There we studied about incident ray, reflected ray, and on normal also there. You can see this dotted line, no, that is the normal in this case. Another ray which you have to consider for drawing the ray diagram is the ray which is passing through the principal focus of a concave mirror. After reflection, what will happen to that ray? It will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Here you can see the ray which is passing through the principal focus of a concave mirror. After reflection, this is the reflected ray that will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Incident ray, reflected ray. Here it is the normal. Children, let us see what will happen to a ray which is passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror. Here you can see a ray passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror. After reflection is reflected along the same path. Here you can see the ray, incident ray passing through the center of curvature. After reflection, that is passing through the same point. Okay, that means here it will retrace the same path. Here you can see a ray which is obliquely incident at the pole of this concave mirror. Here you can see that is reflected obliquely from the pole of mirror. You can see here a ray incident obliquely to the principal axis at the pole of a concave mirror will be reflected obliquely. Here these rays follows the laws of reflection. That means here the incident ray makes an angle with this principal axis. Here you can consider that principal axis as the normal. Angle of incidence here, angle of reflection is the angle between this principal axis and the reflected ray. So, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. From this we can say if a ray obliquely incident at the pole of the mirror, that will reflect from the pole by making the same angle as that the incident ray with the principal axis. Now we are going to construct ray diagrams. Here you have to consider different positions of the object. First one, here you have to consider that object is at infinity. We studied no principal focus in case of a concave mirror. That only here you can see the same diagram. So if you are considering that object is at infinity, you can consider a ray which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, that will pass through the principal focus. Another one ray, the same ray which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, you can see that is passing through principal focus. Here you can see that two reflected rays are intersecting at the principal focus. What do you mean by that? In this case, at this point, you are getting the image. I told you, no, we can use a concave mirror to burn a paper. That means there you are considering sun as the object. That object is at infinity. By using this concave mirror, you can make a point-sized image of sun in that paper. So here children, Position of the image is at the principal focus. What about the size? Here you can see a point there. So size of the image is point size. Here you can say that is highly diminished. Then what about the nature? You know, in case of a concave mirror, that focus, principal focus is real focus. So here we can say the nature of the image is real and inverted. Here you can see the position of object beyond C. AB is the object. You can see two rays are moving from the point A. Here you can see the green color now, that is the ray which is parallel to the principal axis after reflection passing through principal focus. Second one, the ray which is passing through principal focus of a concave mirror after reflection that will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Here you can see that two reflected rays are intersecting at this point. That two rays started from here, no incident rays there, so you can say here this point A dash, you can see here, no, that is the image of this point A. Like that you will get the image of that object here. So what about the position of that image? Here you can see you are getting that image between F and C. So position of image is between F and C, between focus and center of curvature. What about the size? If you are comparing the size of the object and size of the image, you can say here the size is diminished. What about the nature? You can see here you are getting an inverted image. So nature real and inverted. So if you are placing an object beyond C, you will get an image between F and C. That will be real and inverted image, and the size will be diminished. If you are placing the object at the center of curvature, what will happen? Where will you get the image? Here you can see the ray which is parallel to the principal axis after reflection that will pass through principal focus. Another ray, the ray which is passing through principal focus after reflection that will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Here you can see that two rays are intersecting at this point. Here you are getting the image. You can see at the same point only you are getting the image. If you are comparing the size of this object and the image, you can see same size here. Size of the object is equal to size of the image. You can see inverted image here. So here we can say real and inverted image. Look here, if you are placing object at the center of curvature, you will get the image at the same point, that is center of curvature. Size of the image is same as that of the object. Nature of the image is real and inverted. If the object is placed between C and F, where will you get that image? Here you can see the ray which is parallel to the principal axis after reflection that is passing through principal focus. The ray which is passing through principal focus after reflection that will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Here you can see that two reflected rays are intersecting at this point. You can see here this is the image that you are getting beyond C. If you are comparing the size of object and image, you can see here you are getting enlarged image. What about the nature? Real and inverted. Once more, if you are placing the object between F and C of a concave mirror, you can get a real inverted enlarged image beyond C. Here you can see another position of object. Here the object is placed at the principal focus of this concave mirror. You can see the ray which is parallel to the principal axis after reflection passing through principal focus. Here you can see another one ray, the ray which is obliquely incident at the pole that is reflected obliquely from the pole of the mirror. Here you can see these two rays are parallel. That means here these two rays are not intersecting. From this you can understand here you are getting the image at the infinity. Position of the image is at infinity. Nature we can say real and inverted. Then size of the image is highly enlarged. Here you can see the object is placed between P and F, between pole and principal focus of a concave mirror. Where will you get that image? You can see the ray which is parallel to principal axis after reflection passing through principal focus. The ray which is obliquely incident at the pole of the mirror, the reflected ray also obliquely moving from the pole of the mirror. So here you can see one reflected ray is moving away from the other. Here you can't intersect these two rays. So for getting that image you have to extend these rays back. You can see the ray and another ray. Here you can see these two rays are not the rays, extended rays are intersecting at this point, and here you will get the image. So where is that position? You can see you are getting the image behind the mirror. If you are comparing the size of the object and image, here you can see size of the image is more than that of the object. So we can say enlarged image. What about the nature? Here you are getting the image behind the mirror. We can say that as virtual and erect image. So if you are placing the object between F and pole of the mirror, you can get the image behind the mirror and the size of the image will be enlarged and the nature will be virtual and erect. Let us discuss uses of concave mirrors. Here you can see if an object is placed between pole and the principal focus of a concave mirror, you can get enlarged virtual and erect image. This we are applying in our daily life. You can see here men are using shaving mirrors. They are using these concave mirrors as shaving mirror. Ladies are using makeup mirror. How can they use this? Why they are using this? If the object is placed between F and P, they can get enlarged virtual and erect image. If their face near to this pole of the mirror, they can see the enlarged image of their face. That's why they are using these concave mirrors as shaving mirrors, makeup mirrors, etc. Then dentists are using this for seeing the enlarged image of the teeth of their patients. These concave mirrors are used in torches and searchlights. What is the reason? Means if we are placing the object at the focus of a concave mirror, we can get parallel rays of light. That's why we are using this mirrors in torches and searchlights. Then in case of solar cookers and solar furnaces, here also we are using concave mirrors. This you know, if the rays which are parallel to the principal axis falling on this concave mirror means we can concentrate the rays at a particular point, that is the principal focus. So we can use these concave mirrors in solar cookers and solar furnaces. In the next video, we will study about the image formation by convex mirrors.